and welcome to this Warhammer 40k Christmas Cup video with me, Mark, from the Xenovish channel. And today with me I have...
I'm Ian. Hello. It's like Christmas down here.
We only need a giant tree. So much Warhammer, and it's overspilling over to there. So we set up the board today, a grass world for the first few missions. We've got some objectives on here. We've got one objective in this deployment zone, another objective there, up on this building here, over here in this corner, one up on this building, and one by this forest. So a lot of scenery, so it's going to be good for cover saves today. Interesting. The first game will be...
it's Tyranids versus Dark Angels.
Tyranids versus Dark Angels. So we're going to deploy, and we'll see how that goes. See who is deploying. There's my first one of the day. So it'll be a Dark Angels get to choose. Will you deploy first?
Yeah.
Okay, so deployment for the Dark Angels. We have one of those crazy ass land speeders.
Vengeance.
That's the one. Crazy ass land speeder.
Vengeance.
And some bikes. I'm presuming they've got something like a homing beacon or something.
Yeah.
It helps with deep striking units. And a squad of...
Tactical Marines.
Tactical,
with a librarian.
with a librarian, because they need to do their reading. And in reserve you have... how many squads?
3 squads. Only 2 of them are doing the Deathwing assault.
Yeah. Woo! And is Belial in that? Have you got Belial?
Yeah, Belial's in the big squad.
Okay. So that's your deployment there. Only a few units on the board at the moment, but Dark Angels do like to deep strike in. So we'll go straight into the psychic powers for your librarian and your powers.
So I went on divination. I rolled. He's a psychic level 2. I rolled foreboding and forewarning, and obviously I get prescience.
So in a nutshell, what do they all do?
Foreboding basically means that I can snap fire on a normal ballistic skill.
Yep.
Forewarning gives me a 4-up cover save, invulnerable save even, and prescience I get to re-roll fail to hit rolls.
And the warlord trait you rolled?
I didn't roll it. Belial comes with the hunt.
Okay. So that means...
That is, if he kills the warlord, I get a bonus point.
Okay. The Tyranids are now on the table. We have, over this side, we have an exocrine, some warriors hiding out next to the objective with a 30 squad strong of Termagants. I've got one of the new Toxicrins, 3 Carnifexes is there, a Venom Throw, some Hormagaunts, 30-man squad, a Tervagon next to another objective, and 2 Winged Hive Tyrants, and that is it. Coming in from reserve will be a Morlock, and let's take a look at the psychic powers for the Winged Hive Tyrants. The Warlord one, which is the one with the sword, I rolled a 6 and a 4, which is Warp Blast and Paroxysm. The Tervagon also got Paroxysm. This Winged Hive Tyrant here got a Psychic Scream and Onslaught, so can make a unit run and shoot. Can scream and lose some wounds the opponent, and Paroxysm reduces the enemy's weapon skill and ballistic skill, and 6 is the lovely Warp Blast, which will be good against vehicles. Lord trait I rolled as a 3, which is Synaptic Linchpin, so an 18-inch Synapse Bubble from him, and of course they all come with Dominion. Night fighting in all the missions. It's going to be night fighting turn 1. It's going to be very interesting. So to try and seize the initiative will be this one. This is the one I want.
Don't do it.
Because I'm awesome and you're at my house, I +1 to that.
Denied.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. So, as I've said before, it's going to be a quick montage one. So we're going to go start of Dark Angels turn 1 movement. If there's any reserves coming in, we'll do them. If not, we'll see you at the end of Dark Angels movement phase. So apparently things are coming in turn 1, which is amazing for the Dark Angels player, because what's this, Ian?
That is
your
my alarm. I need to get up.
Wake up, Ian. We got the 10-man squad there with Belial, and they do not scatter, so, oh dear, there's going to be an awesome thing happening there. But over here you have another unit. Does that scatter?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's where you wanted them to go. You rolled a 6 and a 1, which is 7 inches. Which direction? Which direction? Oh, over there. So now you have to roll a dice.
6.
Yes. 6. What does that mean? Delay?
Stronger reserves. Which is fine.
And I wanted number 1.
Dark Angels turn 1 movement phase. We've got the land speeders here. They're 2 separate units. One's just flying onto the top of the building. Rolled a 6 for the terrain test. This one's just flying around a little bit. They're both kind of looking over there at the big monstrous creatures. The bikes have moved around the corner, and the tactical squad have just spread out, claiming that objective. As already stated, the Deathwing Terminators have come in with Belial. It's a heavy 10-man squad. The other one have just gone back into reserve. They were here, they're now not. Let's go into the psychic phase. Okay, so we forgot to do the special objective. So if you claim this objective at the end of turn 1, you get an extra point. It is that's deceptive. It is number 4. Let's find out where it is. In the middle, in front of nobody. Likelihood the Tyranids will get that.
Warning was a successful cast, so basically the bikes have 4 invulnerable. That was the only thing that was successful, so we'll go straight into the Dark Angels shooting phase. Reached the end of the shooting phase, and now that's the end of Dark Angels turn 1. These 2 Landspeeder Vengeance shot at the Hive Tyrant. They were successful in hitting, because obviously it's not flying yet. Unfortunately, he was only able to roll 2s and 3s, so unable to wound him. There was a plasma cannon shot at the Warriors, but that came to nothing as well. So unfortunately there was no casualty to the Tyranids by the Dark Angels. However, there is a huge Dark Angel presence now, especially with this squad here. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to go straight into Tyranids turn 1. The Tyranids movement phase, the 2 Winged Hive Tyrants has flown up as far as they can. The Toxicrin has jumped over with the Hormogaunts and is about to spawn.
Haha, doubles!
Doubles, but that's a lot of Gaunts that's going to be spawned out. The Hormogaunts have moved forward as well. Venomthropes staying behind them. And just a surge of Tyranids towards these Dark Angels, and the Winged Hive Tyrant has and Hive Minder said, look, kill them, and they've gone, okay, bleh. So they're doing that, and the Exocrine's moved across so we can get a better view. But I'll put the Gaunts on, and we'll go straight into the psychic phase. Kind of productive. I tried to get Warp Blast off so I could do some shooting, but I was able to get it off, but then Ian rolled lots of 6s to dispel. / deny the witch. These guys, however, were paroxysmed by the Hive Tyrant, and I rolled on the D3 a 3, so their weapon skill and ballistic skill have been reduced down to 1. That will help if I intend to charge. Let's go into the shooting phase. Epicness, the Carnifex, basically they've lost, Exocrine shot at them and the Gaunts shot at them. They've lost 3, I think. The Carnifex is now shooting, and he's got 23 wounds to roll, so I'm hoping there's going to be at least 7 1s in this. So we'll just get this one on camera because it's pretty epic for these guys. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Look at all the 1s.
1, 2, 5.
5! Oh, at the end of the shooting phase, the Tyranids have basically half the most of the shooting part of this army has shot and killed 8 Terminators, is it? But Belial was still there. I may have messed up my charge range now, unfortunately. Over here, the Winged Hive Tyrants have both shot the vehicles. The Warlord was successful in giving me first blood and killing that first vehicle. However, this one was only managed to take 1 whole point off this Landspeeder Vengeance. However, he is snap firing now. A, because he jinked, and B, because it's crew shaken. So now, into the assault phase. The Hormogaunts are going to assault the bikes.
Overwatch.
and the Carnifexes are going to assault the Terminators.
Overwatch.
Do you have Overwatch on them?
Yeah, Belial has a storm.
And the Toxicrin's going to do it as well. So 3 Gaunts have been killed from Overwatch, but they have made it in. Over here, no Overwatch was successful. The Carnifexes have conga lined, and I needed an 11 for the Toxicrin to get in, and a 10, and a dice fell out my hand as I was rolling, and it was a 6. So the second dice was a 5, and Ian's now reading.
War and Peace. No. You want?
Right. So we're going to do some assaults. So we'll come back at the end of the assault phase, and we'll see what damage can. So, as Ian and I were just talking, in this assault phase, he's killed a couple. I've killed 1. Over here, however, the Toxicrin all by himself managed to kill Belial with an instant death hit, and an extra wound went over to the one of the Thunderhammers. The Carnifexes still are to hit. However, looking at the board, he's got some tactical marines there, a Vengeance, a couple of bikes, and then is it 1 squad as well? The Thunderhammer?
2 squads.
2 squads of Thunderhammers. So we think this Thunderhammer Stormshield will die, and then it would be a kind of a waiting game to see what happened. And we think that the Vengeance would be killed off next turn. The tactical squads won't last with an Exocrine shooting at them as well. And it would just be a case of the Carnifexes and the Toxicrin and the Hive Tyrants mopping up the rest of the Thunderhammers. So what have you declared?
I'm not going to declare it yet.
Not going to
see
declare.
how turn 2 goes.
Going to see how it goes, but you're thinking Dark Angels won't be doing so well. Now, it's turn 2. Do you get a special, after we've done the Carnifexes assault, do you get a special reserve thing, or do you have to roll?
No, I have to roll now.
Okay, so we'll finish the assault phase and do a turn. And now the Thunderhammer was killed. They consolidated a couple of inches. So, but at the end of turn 1, the Dark Angel's looking a bit scarce, but it is about objectives, so we could see what happens. So, the end of turn 1, however, Tyranids are on 6 points, the Dark Angels are on 0. Let's see what happens in turn 2. One of the Thunderhammers are in, the other one... a 5 for which objective gets points this turn, and it is the one up here. Movement, the Vengeance have jumped up there, get a better view. Thunderhammers have come in, they're within 6 inches of the homing beacon, so they didn't scatter. And the Tactical Marines are still how they are. So that's the end of the movement phase. You don't have any, do you have any more Psychic?
The Librarian.
Librarian, yes. So we're going straight into the Psychic phase. Let's roll a 1. And we're successful in casting Forewarning. That squad and himself have a 4-up invulnerable save. Dark Angels continue. The Plasma Cannon shot at the Carnifexes. Scattered a full 12, well, we rolled 2 6s, went into the trees. Over here, the Vengeance fired at the Winged Hive Tyrant, needed 6s, rolled a 1 to get hot, caused a glance, it only had 1 hull point left. So, ended up killing itself, and on to wound roll, rolled a 1. So, we're now in the assault phase. Let's go. This combat is now over. I killed a bike and did a wound on his attack bike. He killed 1 Gaunt. So successful for the Tyranids. Let's go into Tyranids' turn. So wanted to go on them. Scattered 7 inches. Some of his base is off the board. No! Rolled a 4, which I think means...
Ongoing reserve.
Ongoing reserve, or do you get to place
so.
him? We'll have a look. Ongoing reserves.
He's tunneled into some foam.
Okay, end of Tyranids' movement for turn 2. The Winged Hive Tyrants have flown over. These are still locked in combat. Turbigon has jumped out behind that building. The Gaunts and the Venom Predators move forward. Warriors are staying still. Exocrine and Carnifexes and Toxicrin has all advanced towards the Librarian and Tactical Squad. So we're going to go into the Psychic phase. Roll a 3. Phase, kind of not really doing much. Tried to Nova and take down a load of wounds, but Ian is great at rolling leadership tests.
True factoid.
However, I got paroxysm off and again rolled a 3 on the D3, so their weapon skill was 1. We'll try and remember that this time round. Let's go into the shooting phase. Lots of shots, ending up wiping out that unit pretty much. There's only a librarian and a tactical squad man there. The Hive Tyrants both shot at the Terminators and 3 have been killed. We're going to go into the assault phase now. These ongoing assault of Hormagaunts into the bikes. The attacks, it's a drawn combat. So that's the end of Tyranids turn 2 there. Tyranids did a lot of wounds, but Ian killing his own vengeance gave me the point. No one's claimed this objective's points though, so it's all to grab for in the objective number 2 for turn 3, which is the one over here. The hammers are also in. Don't scatter because they won't hit the hammer. So he's not got a lot of movement, so the only movement was the Thunderhammer Storm Shots there. Psychic phase, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Absolutely nothing happened with the psychic phase. We're into the shooting phase. Okie dokie, so failing to wound the Hive Tyrants. He's had a look, he's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4...
12.
12 models on the board, seeing as I'm killing about that amount each turn. You are happy to?
I'm conceding, so Dark Angels go out, Tyranids go through. As predicted, really. But
so let's go straight into game 2, which is Space Wolves versus
Barbarians. Yes.
A deployment for the Barbarians that I don't want to fight. Over in this corner we've got some Devastators. Land Raider with Thunderhammer Storm Shields inside. Are they Thunderhammer Storm Shields?
Yeah.
And a captain. Some more Devastators. Some Scouts. 2 tactical squads. And in reserve are 2 Dreadnoughts with drop pods and 2 Storm Talons and a Storm Raven, which is going to be brilliantly devastating. No psychic powers, but we'll go into the Warlord trait.
Mine, I rolled a 6, which on the Space Marine thing is if I kill your Warlord, I get plus D3 victory points.
Space Wolves deployment. Yeah, oh dear. A Wolf Lord with 3 Thunder Wolf Cavalry, that's who it is. A squad of normal grey, not grey knights, Space Wolf grey hunters. Grey hunters. Long fangs. Long fangs. And Speeder. We saw how well they did in the last game. Predator. Long fangs. Land Speeder. Logo Grimnar. Because I don't have the options. I just... In reserve I've got a Storm Wolf, Transport one, a Murderfang, and a squad of Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators. And there's a drop pod there. So let's go into... oh, my Warlord trait is number 6 for Logan. So all of Space Wolves units within 12 inches, they pass morale pinning tests, something like that. Stealing the initiative. I do not. The first one is number 2.
Yes!
Which you have, of course.
Yeah!
Being a barbarian man. It's not cool. It's like the 2 armies close to our heart, the 2 Space Marine armies close to our hearts are against each other. And I know your one's going to win. Right, guys.
That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right.
No. Stop dancing. That's a last cannon dreadnought. That's the rear of a Predator. That's going to be first blood for you. End of the movement. The Land Raider moved up. And so did the 2 tactical squads. We're going into the shooting phase now to see how much devastation you can do turn 1. End of the shooting phase. Both Longfang squads have lost pretty much all of them. They've only got 1 missile launcher left, which has pretty much completely messed up any chance of me killing vehicles, which is a problem for me. That's it. The Predator lost a whole point, and it's immobilised as well, so it can't move. So that's it. Big thing is though, he's nullified my big weapons. So if he does that again the next turn, I can't defeat his air force that's coming in. So it'll be a mop up really. So let's go into Space Wolves turn 1. Vang has just arrived in his drop pod of fun. The Thunderwolf Cavalry have moved up, and that's pretty much it, actually. Not a lot I can really do. If I advance too much, he's going to be shot down, because he's got 2 full squads of Devastators still. I do not. So we're going to go in the shooting phase, see if I can do anything. End of the Space Wolves turn 1. Yeah, I killed a Devastator with my Long Fang with a big shooting weapon. And a combination of multi-melter and las cannon fire meant that this has lost a whole point and the Dreadnought is gone. Woo! So, oh, I wanted the Space Wolves to be so much better. To be fair, I think I should have bunkered everything in this corner and then just had the things that can deep strike mess around with you. So what's the points after turn 1?
1 to the Barbarians for capturing objective number 2, and 1 to the Space Wolves for getting first blood.
Excellent. Let's go into turn 2.
3.
Objective 3. Objective 3 is where my Grey Hunters are. Yes, that's right. He's rolled 3 1s for his reserves. That's 2 Storm Talons. I merged the words there. Stallions. A Storm Raven not coming in, but the Dreadnought is. The Dreadnought is arrived. Oh dear. So, Tactical Marines have moved closer to the Murderfang. These are conga lining because they're celebrating already. The Land Raider has moved up with the Captain and Thunder. You like doing that. You do that all the time with your Chaos. You have like Typhus behind the tanks moving forwards or whatever. That is you. That is your tactic.
He can't fit in the tank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your Dreadnought came in, obviously. Mansor's moved. So no psychic phase. So let's go straight into the shooting. Okay, so the shooting phase has occurred. A few shots on Logan Grimnar, but he took it like a boss, because he is the boss. The Predator got shot at, nothing happened. The Land Speeder got shot at, he lost a whole point, is now snap firing. That's pretty much it. Oh, except for the Devastator there, who lost his sergeant, but he's passed his leadership, so he's fine. Little bits here and there, but again, you've still got some Air Force to come in, which is crazy. We're going to go in the assault phase now. Just going to charge the Murderfang. Could be interesting. So Murderfang got assaulted, Ian hoping that the Power Fist could do anything.
I wasn't hoping. It's craziness.
And Murderfang just destroyed that squad, giving me another point. So, end of the movement phase while Chris has arrived and he's shooting things on Tomb Raider.
You're allowed to explode. Someone behind you. Yes, they're shooting you in the face. You know they're there. Weapon of choice.
Top left.
Weapon of choice. A crossbow. Crossbow? Bow and arrow.
Oh, literally. Oh, he's gonna get you! Oh, it looked like it just came out your ass, that did. So when I played this game, I like doing the bow and arrow and being like the stealthy one.
That's but you. That's just, you run around, you hide in trees.
My guns are like, reload.
You like that?
Now jump into the water.
That's Ian's advice for everything. Jump into the water, it'll be fine.
She can swim, it's fine. That's amazing.
Oh, right in the
shot.
Oh. Who thought like swords would be your weakness?
That's it. Ducking. He won't.
Veer slightly to the left. Don't break dance. Shoot him. You've got a shotgun, don't you?
See, if you were in the water right now...
Shotgun! Shotgun!
No.
In the throat, that was lethal.
So that's 2 minutes of you killing these people.
Oh no.
Oh, it's just getting worse. If you fall over like a girl, apparently it misses you.
See?
Fall in the water, he'll be fine.
He jumped into the water. Oh, broke your back.
Oh dear.
I'd drop into the water.
Meanwhile, while that's been happening, Logan Grimnar's come around the side to try and take down that force. My flyer has arrived, hoping to take down his other devastators. These two are still here, hoping to hurt that. The Predator can't move, and everything on this side is coming in. The claws of the wolf. Oh, brah, that's what I'm going with. So let's go with the shooting phase. 10%, yeah.
So, I just shot into my dreadnought. I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6. So, I said, there's a mobilise +2. And he goes, why? Why is it immobilised? I'm like really offended.
But it's +2. I thought immobiliser was number 4.
That's like 2 editions
I rolled
ago.
a 6.
Long story short,
Ian's gonna wet himself. And Chris is doing fine. Lara jumped in the water and she's all good, just like Ian said. End of the shooting phase. The Dreadnought is gone. I fired all of its weapons at the Devastators, but that wall there has literally saved them every single time, so they're fine. All that's left is the assault phase. I'm going to try and assault the tactical squad there with the Thunderwolf Cavalry, and Logan is going to try and assault the Devastators, get a few more quick points before the Flyers actually come in, and see how that goes. So let's go to the assault. Space Wolves turn. Mopped up that tactical squad there with the these awesome sources. Logan, on the other hand, only managed to kill 3 Devastators.
with all his wolves and all his...
Yeah, he's up, but he's
still asleep.
currently
that's
upside
why.
down.
Wake up.
So at the moment, what's the score? Because
It's currently, because you've just got the 2 points for that as well, it's currently 7-1.
but we might have some planes coming in as well. Rolled number 5. That one. Now, the Land Raider obviously could move up. Your commander could make it. He could move 6 inches, then run up there and get that objective, and your hammers can go wherever they wanted. I think that's what's going to happen. But we need to roll for your planes. Don't just bring them in, you cheat. Yeah, two Storm Talons are in, but the Raven is not. Movement phase in.
These have come in,
Ooh, goody.
these have come out, he's come round, and that's moved up. That is all.
Okay. Wow. So this is turn 3, so you're going to get 3 points for that one. So that'll bring you right back into it. So let's see how the kill points go in this. So we're going, movement is done, so let's go into the shooting phase. Devastators, planes, Land Raider, oh goodness. It's, a whole squad of Thunderwolf Cavalry have been killed, a Devastator unit, the rest of it's been killed. We're now doing the assault phase, and the Thunderhammers, it's Thunderhammers against Thunderhammers, but the numbers are against the Space Wolves. Let's see how he is at the end of the assault phase. Fund. What was that?
I don't know, I think a raccoon.
Basically, I lost a lot of Thunderhammers, but I killed one in return, which was cool. Going into Space Wolves turn 3 now. Oh yeah, and Grimnar killed that one over there. So going into Space Wolves turn 3. Okay, so end of the movement phase. The Wolf Lord, who is on 3 wounds left, has run up there. These guys are still locked in combat. The Storm Wolf has run round and flown round and hopefully doing stuff. Logan is going to hopefully try and help out there as he can. And the multi-melter land speeders are moved forwards to hopefully take down that land raider. At the moment, it's still quite an open game, because if I don't take down that land raider, he gets 3 points. See right now, Space Wolves are on 8, Barbarians are on 3. The shooting phase. No! He just dropped everything. What happened? I killed the land raider. I killed your land raider, which means that's denied you 3 points.
And the other.
And I killed the drop pod there as well. We're going into close combat. The Wolf Lord will be charging the scouts.
Yeah.
However, we do have this close combat as well. So quite. So rolling a 4. So objective 4 is now worth 4 points. Unfortunately, there's like no one around near it. Unless you were to hover and become a skimmer. So movement. Thunderwolves have gone closer to Logan. These have regrouped. This one in the trees has hovered, and the plane has come on. So let's go into the shooting phase for the Barbarians. So, end of the shooting phase. Managed to kill his own, a load of his Thunder Hammer Storm Shields from a plasma deviation, but was able to kill Land Speeder. So at the moment, the points are
10 to 6.
10 to 6. However, we unfortunately right now we're going to the assault phase for a commander or captain and a Thunder Hammer Storm Shield into Logan. So that's going to be a really interesting close combat. It's going to be a playful sport and let the Barbarians swing first. So, captain. 2 hits.
What's it going on?
You choose.
What's your toughness?
4. Toughness 4.
Is he... I'll go on him.
Okay.
2
2 wounds on Logan.
so far. I've got the normal guy as well.
Normal Thunder Hammer Storm Shield. Cool. Nothing. So 2 wounds on Logan. Loses 2 wounds.
Does he have 3? Attacking back. He has lots of attacks. Needing 4s though. No, 2.
That's 1 wound. And it's Strength 8, AP 2. It's fine.
He survives. Barbarians turn 4, going into Space Wolves turn 4. The Land Speeder has moved across. He's only got 1 whole point left, so he's playing a dangerous game. The Dreadnought has just trundled over, and the Lord has turned around. Nothing else has really moved. He can't move. He's locked in combat. They can't move because they're reading a book. They're right in the. They're on like chapter 7, where it's like getting into the thick of it.
Okay.
Let's go to the phase. The Talon went down, and then we've gone into the assault phase, and the scouts have gone down already. We're just going to go into this assault. Mark has challenged me. I get to fight back with everybody, but it just means that it goes on to my captain first. Mark's going to roll first for Logan. Still needing 4s. So I've got 3 ups. Survives. No, he's dead. But I do get to attack at the same time.
Yep.
Chief. Hits once. And you have a wound. And you survive that. You have another wound. You survive that. Boys and girls and Tyranids alike, I have looked over the game, I've looked over the scenario. Mark is currently winning 16 to 6, and I don't think it's physically possible
and physically.
to obtain as many points as I can, especially as we've just rolled for the next objective, and it's number 2 being held by this guy over here. So that is a conceding for the Barbarians again, another conceding. Thunderhammer, Storm
I think
Shields.
it was the Thunderhammer one.
You'd have had I think what it comes down to is when I blew myself up using my plasma cannon, it scattered back onto myself. I would have done a lot more wounds on him, taken him out, and then I could have roamed free. Also, my Warlord might still be alive. Might be a bit different. But
well, there's the math for you. I just did it. He would have lost 3 more wounds and you would have killed him.
Barbarians go out, Space Wolves go through. Next game we have Tau versus Chaos. And not my Tau. Not my Tau. I don't even know who I want to win this. This is like mind games.
It's shooty versus close combat.
So we'll set up and then we'll show you how it goes.
So here we are then, game number 3. It is Tau Empire, my Tau Empire, brand new army versus a Chaos Space Marine force of Khorne and Nurgle. So deployment. I deployed first, so let's take a look. We've got 3 broadsides on this side, some Fire Warriors with the objective with their Devilfish, a Riptide, a Hammerhead, some Pathfinders, another Riptide. We've got here another Devilfish, some more Fire Warriors with that objective. In reserve, I've got Farsight and his people, and another unit of Crisis Team. Over here, the Warlord trait for Farsight is he doesn't scatter when he comes in. And you've counter-deployed on the opposite side of the field from me, and you've got over here Plague Marines and Khan's unit with Khorne Berserkers. Got 2 Predators, 2 Predators, 1 Land Raider, some Khorne Berserkers, and the Nurgle Marines there. That's it for your force, isn't it?
Thanks.
Your Warlord trait comes with Khan's thing.
I can't remember what it is.
Can't remember what it is. Warlord trait is basically,
I have hatred.
and so does your unit
Yes.
that he is in.
Yes.
That will help.
Yes.
So, as we've said before, night fighting is turn 1, and we'll see if Ian can steal the initiative.
Oh,
So close.
I was
6 was
feeling
just
lucky
there.
after a bird pooed on me.
Oh yeah, tell everyone about that.
So we went out in between to get some lunch, and as we were walking along, splat. I'm just like, what's that? Look down, it's bird poo.
It's
Supposed to be
green and
lucky.
everything.
It's supposed to be lucky, but stank.
But we had a typical Wargamers lunch. What did you have for your lunch?
Most of a pizza.
A
And
whole pizza and half a burger.
Yeah.
What did you have for your lunch, Greg?
A burger, or half of a burger, a chicken burger, and
Rest
gonna
of
eat
the-
some of Ian's pizza.
And then I had 2 pieces of chicken, a half pounder, and some chips. And then we're probably going to go to McDonald's and KFC later, one or the other. But we'll see when we do that. So for the Tau, I've decided I'm not going to move. I'm just going to go straight into the shooting phase and hopefully do some damage to this force of Chaos Space Marines. As Lara dies.
Mandalore.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's how it should have been for the Tau. What actually happened is, it may seem quite similar, but I have done a few casualties, a few large blasts here and there from the Tau into the Chaos Space Marines.
3 Khorne Berserkers.
5 Plague Marines, 3 Khorne Berserkers have been taken down in this turn. So we'll go into Chaos Space Marines turn, just so that we all remember. Objective 3, that's the one that I control, so I will get a point at the end of this turn.
Okay, into the shoot phase, just a quick sum up of what I've done. I've just moved everything up. Literally just trundling forward. So shooting phase. I managed to kill a Pathfinder. That was it. Pretty much everything just ran up though, so more movement up. Going into turn 2, let's see which objective is the objective to hold. Haha, it is number 2. This one. Excellent.
One is.
And you then have your reserve.
Yeah.
We have come to the movement of Tau turn 2. Farsight is in. Here he is. Hello. His crisis team's in. The Fire Warriors have shimmied through the door. Devilfish has moved up, as has the Riptide. The Pathfinders are still there, just chilling. And most of everything else is still where it was from last turn. No psychic, let's go into shooting.
Some quite good shooting. Tau and after assault moves and everything have destroyed a Predator. They've taken a whole point off the Land Raider, and it is snap shooting next round. Half a squad of Khorne Berserkers are left. Not many Plague Marines and not many Khorne Berserkers are left here either. We're carrying on turn 2 for the Chaos Space Marines movement phase.
Ian's moved forwards. I didn't realise how far away they were, and now they're very close. So it's the shooting phase, and the assaulting phase will be happening after the shooting phase. And let's do the shooting phase. Shoot your face.
No.
So, the end of the assault phase, Khan himself killed the Glass Crisis team, so you got a kill point for that. What's the scores right now? As we go into
3
to the... So 3 to the Tau, 1 to the Khorne, but you're starting to break my lines already, which is a bit scary. Let's go into turn 3 of Tau. The objective is number 4, which is this objective right here. For Tau movement, these guys are pretty much stayed where they are, but the Fire Warriors themselves have started advancing forward. They're brave Fire Warriors, you see. Devilfish has pivoted, the Fire Warriors have come out of this cover, ready to do some damage, and Farsight and his crew have come out to try and snipe some vehicles, hopefully. So let's go into the Tau shooting phase. Tau, turn 3, after again a lot of shooting. Excuse me. Most of the Khorne Berserkers have been wiped out. The Predator has 1 whole point. The Land Raider was shot at, but it just stood up to everything. And there's only 2 Plague Marine right there, 4 behind here. So we're pretty much sure I've claimed that objective. So at the moment the points for the Tau are 6-1. Ian is still doing his turn 3, so there could be a few kill points here. Chaos turn 3 movement. Everything's kind of come really close, and I'm not liking this. So we're going to go into the shooting phase now, see what can happen. Finder has been killed. Over here, 3 Fire Warriors have gone down, and over here, the shield drone and one of the bodyguards have been destroyed by the Land Raider. Going into the assault phase now.
They're going to assault into the Fire Warriors.
Okay.
And so is Khan's unit.
Okie dokie. End of the assault phase. What has happened? Well, Khan just sneezed and the Fire Warriors disappeared. But Khan was a bit blood crazy and killed the rest of his Khorne Berserker squad, rolling a few ones there. So that's the end of Chaos turn 3. They got a kill point there, and the scores are 7-2. Everything to play for still the objectives, because Chaos have they could potentially have 3 of the objectives, and I only have 2. So we're going to go ahead and roll for turn 4's objective. Number 3 objective marker, which is this one right here, which is kind of anyone's, really. So anyone can get those 4 points. Let's go into Tau. Turn 4. End of the movement. Tau are kind of just advancing this way to kind of nullify the evil stench of Chaos. So let's go into the Tau shooting phase for turn 4. End of the shooting phase. Khorne Berserkers are wearing a sunny hat. Only a few of them left. I was able to take down a few more Khorne Berserkers and 1 Plague Marine. So yeah, that was it really. So we're going to go into Chaos Space Marines turn 4. Let's see if Khan the Betrayer can destroy the entire Tau army by himself. So that's the end of the shooting phase. He actually failed his plasma shot, roll of 1, but he made his armour save. Nothing happened shooting-wise. You could have shot the Plague Marines.
I did. I shot them at the Pathfinders, and you made 2 saves on a 6 and a 6.
So yeah, that's it. Going into the assault phase. What's assaulting?
Can't.
Into the Riptide. Bom 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 bom. It's like watching like a dwarf going against a giant troll. Can the troll survive? As you can see, the Riptide has lost almost all of its wounds. Khan has survived, but it's the best result for you because the next assault phase is in my turn, and you will kill it, which means you can carry on and slaughter in your own turn. Khan is going to literally just wipe out anything he touches. It's amazing. You got the objective.
What time are we on? 3.
Yeah. 3. 4. Turn 4. We're just looking at the points now. Who has what?
Tao, you have 7 points, and I have 6 points.
Wow. This is going to be very interesting. I will roll for the objective now. 5. The one in the middle with the Plague Marine. So moved everything forward to try and take down these Plague Marines. If I can't take them down, then I've lost unless I can table him. But the only way to table him is to take them down. So I have to take that unit down. Go into the shooting phase. So as you can see, there are no Plague Marines. Literally it was one of those twitchy bum moments. It came down literally to the last shots of taking them down, and I shot a Riptide with its ion accelerator, an ion cannon from the Hammerhead, rapid firing a squad of fire warriors, shooting with a devilfish as well, just to take down what, 4 Plague Marines? The Khorne Berserker squad has been killed. There's still a Plague Marine in there, but Khan is now going to kill the Riptide. We'll show this bit. You've just done 3 wounds?
No, that was to hit.
Oh.
That's 3 wounds.
Saved 1, but you only had 2, so that's cool. But Khan is now up by the tank, and the Plague Marine has moved up a little bit. So we're going into the shooting phase. Khan is now assaulting that. Pathfinder has been killed due to the Plague Marine. Let's go into the assault phase. Khan's made that explode and killed a load of fire warriors, but failed to kill that. Which means, what are the points right now?
Okay, at the end of that, Tao got 9 points, and Khorne got 8.
We were just saying if the Pathfinder had have been killed, remember, a draw would have had to play the next turn. The objective would have been the middle one. I would have shot my entire army at Khan, tried to got Line Breaker and the Fire Warriors up to there. So very close game in the end. Closest game so far.
Khan, just wow.
Khan, yeah, he's brilliant.
He just literally was just like, yeah, everybody's dying around me. I'm now going to kill everybody else.
So it's 4 o'clock on my watch. Not bad. That's 3 games down in about 8 hours. 8 hours. So let's
with a break as well. It's not bad.
Let's go. Let's set up for the 4th one, which will be Eldar versus your new Imperial Guard. The last game in the first round. It's going to be Eldar versus Imperial Guard. Let's take a look at the deployment. Deployment for the Imperial Guard. I don't know their names, so you can say it.
Clifford, Frank, James. No, you got a platoon over here. So you got 2 squads with a heavy weapons team and their platoon command squad. You got Bulgrins, and then another.
I don't know anything about the Bulgrins, so that's going to be interesting.
They're hard.
They're hard.
And then you got another platoon with a command squad in there, a Commissar, and 2 Leman Russes.
Okay, which one's your Warlord?
This one.
Okay, good.
He is.
What's the toughness of a Bullrun?
Put me on
You've
the
read your
spot.
codex, right?
Yes.
When's the last time you read your codex?
About 2 weeks ago.
Cool. So Ian's just gone through all that for me, which is awesome. It's kind of helped, but we're both getting pretty tired now. What? What?
Getting tired.
Part-timers. That's yours. What's your Warlord trait? And his unit have...
Relentless.
My army is 10 Guardians with a Bright Lance platform and a Fire Prism. Wraith Knight just there, the Avatar there, 10 Dark Reapers. I've got a Guardian squad there with Bright Lance. I've got Wave Serpents, one with 10 Dark Avengers, one with 5 Fire Dragons. Bright Lance is in there. In reserve, I've got XR. I'm forgetting names now because I'm tired. That fly. Crimson Hunter Exarch, 10 Warp Spiders, and 2 squads of 3 jet bikes as well. My Warlord trait will be number 2. Only use at the start of the enemy shooting phase. For that phase, Warlord and friendly units within 12 inches have stealth. Oh dear. At the moment, Ian is going first, but as always, we'll try to steal the initiative. And I rolled a 2. I didn't steal the initiative, so it will be Imperial Guard. Turn 1. Is number 3. He's on this side. The funny thing is, Ian said he was all day he's been deploying that side and losing, and now he said he should have done this side, and he should have done. He'd have a point. The Imperial Guard force have, in fact, moved up. We're now going to go into Imperial Guard turn 1 shooting phase. Let's see how much damage they can do to my Eldar.
Drop me in the water.
Yeah. So actually, quite eventful for Imperial Guard. A few rules being read up. After advancing forward, a few shots. 5 Guardians have been killed. And oh, what's that? The Avatar of Cain? He's been killed? Oh. By a combination of plasma and Punisher shots, you got Warlord at first blood and killed the unit. So, yeah, well done.
Thanks.
So let's go into Eldar turn 1, so I can hopefully do some more damage. Movement has happened. I've moved the Wraith Knight forward and the 2 Wave Serpents. A little bit flustered now. What to do?
Are you struggling?
Struggling. And these are Eldar. Your tip for the top.
They were my tip for the top.
Then I'm going to do the Eldar shooting and come back and see what I can do. Yeah, so shot the tank, glanced it. No, I didn't even glance it. You saved that. Shot this, took a whole point. It's now snap shooting. Killed 2 ogres.
They're Barbarians, but
Barbarians. Killed a guy. Couple of guys.
Maybe 2.
2 guys there.
Probably leadership. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, that's all I did. That's quite surprising for my Eldar force. I think if your reserves comes in, it's going to be quite devastating. What is in reserve? The flyer.
My plane. It's not got a lot of shooting though.
Let's go into Imperial Guard turn 2. Number 2, which is up on that roof.
I can't get up there unless I like climb the walls.
Really long legs.
Imperial Guard movement. I've done my orders as well. They've come up here after moving. I then failed to bring it down on them, and I also failed first rank fire, second rank fire on these guys. These have just moved up. These have moved up here, as I said. and pretty much everything else has stayed still. Let's go into Imperial Guard shooting. Not a lot, or not as much as in this turn. Did you do a leadership for your Reapers, by the way?
No.
So 4 of the Reapers went down. There's just 1 left. Doing a leadership in a second.
Fast.
Oh, just
in.
and at least one more of them, the Guardians, went down. Took a whole point off the tank. Not really anything else. My plane did not come in, so can't really shoot anything with that. Going into the assault phase now. So, in the close combat,
What's going on?
sheer amount of wounds and cover and armour and nothing. No, none of that.
So,
It was actually invulnerables.
yeah.
Saved an invulnerable, lost the other one, so 1 died. So I lost 3 wounds, but I hit back, did 2 wounds.
Yeah, and now I'm concussed.
Now you can cut, so you'll go last. So I'll do a lot more wounds beforehand, and also I lock you in combat. And then the other lot headbutted the tank quite hard. They've got like iron skulls.
Yeah.
And out hopped some dire Avengers.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting over here, especially with the 3 heavy flamers on the and the Gatling gun.
Oh, wow.
So that is the end. I started, didn't I? Yes.
Yes, and
So that's the end of
turn 2 for Imperial Guard. Now it's turn 2 for the Eldar. So jet bikes have come on, which is good for them. And I've just found the remnants of a jet bike's arm. I think that's my Farseer jet bike. It's not cool. Tapped, unfortunately, but onto Ian's unit. Rolled a 4. Still got an ongoing reserves, but the plane is also on. So yeah. Interestingly, after shooting everything I can, I think I've glanced it.
Yeah.
And killed an ogre thing. Bulldog. You're so happy at this. And now we're going to do the assault phase.
After Eldar's turn 2, not a lot has changed. A few wounds here and there. The Wraith's on 2 wounds, and it's still got a whole herd of Bulgarins around it. These are likely to die soon. The plane's alright for now, but I might have my plane on soon as well. So we'll go into Imperial Guard turn
You got those points
3.
as well.
I did.
What are the points?
It's 2. 2 for 2, and let me just scan over here. So the current score is Imperial Guard have 6 points. 6 points. 6 points. The Eldar have no points. Nothing. They have nothing at the minute. They're taking lots of little bits off. Well, I say lots of little bits. They're taking some little bits off, but nothing too big. Imperial turn Guard 3. It started already. Oh dear. Imperial Guard turn 3. We'll do the objective cost. It is number 1, which is over here.
I think I had that
It's
one.
this one over here.
Yay!
So gets you some points back if you can keep it at the end. So what am I? Imperial Guard. Astra Militarum turn 3 movement. Nothing really has moved over here. They've just kind of shimmied back in preparation for the tank to explode. The Bulgarins over here have kind of stumbled over the tank to run into the back of this one just in case. This one's shimmied back round. These guys have moved up. They're just still contemplating whether they go up the ladder or not. In fact, they're just going to stay there for now. These guys have climbed back down off the roof. Other than that, nothing has happened. My flyer is still not in. What a shame. Let's go into shooting. In the shooting phase, as predicted, there's no more Die Avengers. Also, there's only 2 Guardians left in that squad, I believe. I can't see, but I think so. I've also taken 2 hull points off this tank and killed off the Reapers. So it's now the assault phase. The Barbarians have assaulted the tank, and obviously we've still got this one going on as well. After that, nothing happened here. You passed all your saves and whiffed all your attacks. However, the tank was destroyed. I get to consolidate. Oh wow. 4 inches, yeah.
The plane has moved up, pivoted. Warp spiders have come in. Gotta get that unit. And that's it. Is that the unit? Yeah, that's his warlord. And that's it. I'm gonna try and get a few kill points. I am gonna get 3 points from that objective there. Let's see what I can do in the shooting phase. My shooting phase over. Warp spiders came in, killed the warlord squad, except for the warlord, leaving him on a 1 or 2 wounds. The tank and the heavy weapons over here now gone, and that's about it really. So we're going to go into the assault phase to see if this Wraith Knight is going to be taken down. The Wraith Knight took no wounds but killed 2 of the silly ogre things, bulldog, whatever they're called. I gained 3 points for the objective there, and with my kill points as well, Ian's going to the end of turn 3. What are the points?
5. That's not to you, but to Mark, and 9 to me.
Ooh. So we're going to go into turn 4 now. We're going to roll dice for the objective. And it's number 3.
That one. Imperial Guard. Are we on 4?
Yeah.
Turn 4, movement complete. They've moved over to try and take down some of these dragons. The tanks move over just hoping to get a couple of shots into the plane. These have moved over, or moved up, maybe. The guard have heard a scuffle behind them, so turned around and found a load of warp spiders and moved towards them to try and take them down. And they've shuffled over to try and take down the bikes as well. So let's go into shooting. After the shooting phase, there is only 2 fire dragons left. There is no warp spiders left. The guardians have fallen back. 1 of the bikes have died as well. This was the dead pile, but there wasn't enough room on there for everything. So you remove the spiders. Going into the assault phase, it is currently 10 to Imperial Guard, 5 to Eldar. And it doesn't look as if you're getting that because you're falling back. You'll need to regroup on double 1s. Let's go into the assault phase. And after the whole...
Yo! It's not dropping now! Sorry, Graham. I'm not going to drop it.
Famous last words. So, in the combat, as I was saying, he finally managed to take down the Bulgarins. The Bulgarins held their own though, I respect for them. Got you another kill point. Let's go into Eldar turn 4.
Yeah? Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Eldar turn 4. It's just moved. He's moved as well. And they've moved. Thanks. He didn't regroup, but the bikes are on and...
Objective top line. Phase, a lot of Imperial Guard got shot down there and that heavy squad there. The jet bikes are trying to assault them. You've overwatched.
That's the flaming shots.
They are normal flavors, and they wounded me 3 times.
Twice.
Twice. Both of them are dead. 5 is what is rolled.
Movement phase for the possibly the last turn. Bear in mind, this is what counts. This objective is worth a hell of a lot of points. Those guys have moved up to take down those bikes, hopefully. These guys have moved around the corner again to try and take down the fire dragons. The plane's on. Hello. The tanks move around again. everything all out trying to take down the Wraith Knight. These have moved round, they've moved up. He's not moved at all, so he can fire normally. They've kind of congregated on the building. Let's go into... Colonel Michaela Strachan is hiding behind the wall. Let's go into shooting phase. Wait. Hello. So, shooting over. Fire Dragons dead. Bikes got pushed away. I then charged them and managed to get in. They regrouped and stuff. The Wraith Knight has gone down as well. A combination of pretty much everything firing at it. So currently the score is 13-11 in favour of Imperial Guard. Nobody's holding this objective, which is worth 5 points at the minute. And if it goes into your turn, you would have to do a leadership test for your Guardian. We're just going to see if the bikes go down, and we'll come back in a sec. Down the Eldar bikes. Good game. It was quite close. The last two games...
Yeah, I'm conceding, by the way.
Yeah, conceding. So we're not going to go into Eldar turn 5. So the last two games have been very close. I think it was since we had lunch and I got a bit of good luck to the face. We will shortly be doing the draw for the semi-finals. So we have...
My armies. I have Tyranids, Space Wolves and Tau against Ian's Imperial Guard. Not against them, but Ian's got Imperial Guard in the next round.
So we'll do the draw shortly. Okay. Double-handed? What? Okay, so going into the semi-finals, we need to do the draw. Chris, our lovely assistant. Yeah, he's...
Come on, judicator.
He is going to do the draw for the first two.
Chris doesn't know what colours represent what either, so just pick
a token out.
It's a blue one.
Dark blue or light blue?
No, it's dark. It's Tau. Tau versus.
Oh!
Space Wolves.
Okay.
Which means.
It will be Tyranids versus Imperial Guard. Now,
yeah.
as you have both your armies in the first game, you get to choose what I play as. Mark.
I'm going to have a little think about that.
Nose.
Yeah, let me have a think.
Nose.